welcome to the Lost Lives Scout, where we tally up the victims in horror movies, anime, TV shows, music videos, and beyond. It's terror time again! Welcome, I am William Prouty, aka Nexus. Today, I am doing Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, released in 1998. Since the early 60s, Scooby-Doo been on the air since the early 60s. This film is rated G. Honestly, why I'm doing a rated G horror film? It's actually darker. This is a direct-to-video era of Scooby-Doo era, created by Jim Strum, who actually do Cyber Chase, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, and work on Squat's Cats, my favorite TV series, my favorite anime dark series, which I won't cover because it actually don't even have any dark themes. It's just two cats that are saving the world. It's actually got dark. I actually will do a tier list sometime in November. And it's got my favorite song, Scooby-Doo by the Third Eye, and two Sky Cycle songs I will actually mention on the count. And I actually quote every line. Before I actually started, I actually quote every line from Scooby-Doo. And Scooby-Doo is iconic because, frankly, I actually love this movie. I actually watch it. I actually own the VHS tape. Yeah, I'm that old. Scooby-Doo is not just iconic. It's a culture icon. Filled with a brim of references. But what I actually care, would I actually spill the villains? No, I will not spill the villains until the very end. Until they get revealed. How many lives lost did the Werecats drain to stay immortal? Let's find out and get to the lives lost. The movie begins with Hanna-Barbera, played by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, who actually founded Hanna-Barbera, and the Warner Brothers. Presented a castle and the title card, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. It's marks a darker era of Scooby-Doo. There is so many dark Scooby-Doo movies, but this one actually is darker because the camera moves through the castle as a monster chase the Scooby Gang. It's actually the Moat Monster. The Moat Monster. He go after Shaggy and Scooby And we actually have the third eye play Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. The song that is played by the original show. Honestly, as well, unlike my original count, I'm actually counting the. I'm actually counting the unmasking of the freaking of the bad guys. So. So the mud monster got unmasked by the chaos. It was Mr. Behem, who was printed counterfeit millions, and what they figured was mold. It was green ink. It happened at 3 minutes and 35 seconds. But here's a catcher is referenced later in the Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. His photo appeared unmasking in Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost, and mentioned again in Scooby-Doo Return on Zombie Island, which I'm not counting because, well, that's a freaking... That... And why it went dark is because early to the 90s, Scooby-Doo gone through 8 different series, while this diminished audience were tried of the same formula: big monster, predictability, and unmasking, recycle. Turner broadcast influence after Turner bought the rights to Hanna-Barbera. Scooby reruns explode on Cartoon Network. It sparked a nostalgia. Kids and parents were watching the studio and reboot the brand in a fresh tone. The direct-to-video strategy, instead of launching another series, they actually chose the movie a higher stake, better animation, and supernatural threats. This allows for more mature storylines telling, while this beginning family friendly. Real danger, real monsters for the first time. The game actual zombies, curse immortal werecats. This broke the Man in the Mask formula and gave the horror element. The creative director Jim Russell and Gren. They actually elevate the franchise. They learn gothic horror, southern folklore, and emotional from cult horror films disguised as cartoons. Honestly, the Zombie Island became the blueprint for darker tones, like Witch's Ghost, Cyber Chase, and Alien Invaders. It proved that Scooby-Doo could evolve. And what actually happened is, it was actually a clip from the show Chris that actually happened. So, so Shaggy, what actually happened, the gang actually split up and take on separate places. Daphne and Fred are still working together because Daphne doing Coast to Coast. Velma in a book back, and Scooby and Shaggy is actually doing well. Well, if you actually wonder, I will actually tell you why Shaggy and Scooby sound different from the 1960s voice actors. And also, Fred actually had an idea, so he called Velma. Then when Scooby and Shaggy ate all of them and got unemployed again, he actually called Fred. Fred didn't know they were unemployed, so Shaggy lied that he just got some time off. And they actually go and a scary night actually play. And the song, The Ghost Is Here, actually played. And we actually have the first ghost was a ghost on a projector at 10 minutes and 32 seconds. To scare away, to actually get more money on the freaking property of the ghost. I do not know why they actually want more money. And just no person. It was a woman that actually do this to get more money. And the next scene, we see a Batman chasing them through the freaking graveyard at 10 minutes at 53. Be unmasked after being trip over a base on his head and got a mask. Was an LA man, and his money was jewel theft and robbing his party guests. At 11 minutes and 10 minutes, 11 minutes and 10 seconds, the ghost captain, casino captain, who actually disguised herself as a captain, haunted a casino. After Shaggy and Scooby do use a roulette spinner to crash into her, her mask fell, and she actually was trying to scare her off, and the Crawdad monster at 11 minutes and 35 seconds after the owner of the Bubba Joe dog food factory, the Crawdad factory, the Crawdad monster at 11 would try to sabotage her illegal activity, was actually knocked to a pile these are the feature songs. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You by The Third Eye. Scooby-Doo, The Ghost Is Here on the Fake Haunted montage. And And both of them were produced by Sky Cycle. And it's Terror Time again, but performed by Sky Cycle. I will actually talk about that more when we get to it. And also, that is actually my favorite song. Daphne is upset because she actually can't find a real ghost. Daphne, Fred is a beignet, which is a fritter like a donut. I will talk about more food about that. But it actually comes with sugar, powdered sugar, and honey. And we meet the bitch, Lena. Sorry about my language. The reason why I call her a bitch? Well, I hate her. I tell you why I hate her later. She told them about the house on Moonscar Island. It's actually haunted. It's actually real. They actually find Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, and Fred actually have a crush on Lena. Well, Fred and Daphne been on the air for years, and since Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, they actually were destined to be together. Well, they're both Shaggy and Scooby are eating a big sandwich, and well, Scooby took on the meat at his side and took on the meat, and Shaggy left it bread. Lena drove to the swamp, the bayou. Even Shaggy is hungry. He eats stale Scooby stacks from earlier. I am not joking. He eat the stale Scooby stacks from earlier. I didn't mention it because all my notes were deleted. I'm sorry about that. And it's a Jock, a kind old man I hate too. You will find out why she mentioned her boss Simone. I hate her. Who I hate too. Now Jock talks about Moonscar Island. It's a Big Mona who actually splashed and squared Scooby-Doo, and he fallen in. Gators are coming! Velma threw the float, and the angry Australian known as Snakebite, who is actually played by my favorite actor who actually played the Joker, Mark Hamill. And he actually had Mojo, who actually is a hunting hog, who actually is smarter than any dog. He hates everyone, and he actually wants to say he's owned the swamp, but he did save them. Now they arrive on Moonscar Island and drove off, but honestly, Lena actually drove off, and the ride is bumpy because she told them, and the bridge, it's the house and the Garner boat. We actually will know more about his story, and it's full of cats. Honestly, Scooby-Doo act more like a dog and chase them and mess the garden up. They told him leave them alone, and Bubba Simone, and she say, "Who brought this dog?" Scooby-Doo say, "Dog? Where?" I actually still laugh at this. Daphne actually say, "I'm actually Daphne from TV." Simone doesn't watch television. Why is that? Why is that? Now, it's the house have been in family for generations is a pepper plant. I call cap on that. Now they actually keep Scooby-Doo in bay and give him food. Gumbo. Gumbo is a dish that is made with shrimp or rice. But honestly, they got into the peppers. They need peppers, Shaggy said. And Shaggy found the peppers and as at the gate drinking lemonade, they actually start to drink water. And honestly, Simone said that the hottest peppers. Honestly, Frank Welker actually been Fred's voice since the 1969s, and keep it grounded and reboot that nostalgia and never revolve. Honestly, to tribute to Don Welker's death, the original Scooby actor, I actually choose the ability to adapt to honor Miska's voice and delve to add his warmth and charm. Billy West. If anybody know what Billy West is, he was the voice of Dog from Cat Dog. He the voice of Stimpy. He the voice of Fry. West brought a anxious expense Shaggy too much films. Mary Kay Bergen as Daphne. A strong lead. Bergen would give Daphne more depth and independent, fit in her new role as a TV host, and B.J. Ward as Velma Duke. Smart and grounded, Ward had voiced Velma in earlier specials and chosen to maintain her outlook in darkest. But the Andre Barbeau as Lenore. Honestly, we got horror royalty. She's in the fog and swamp thing, and she actually is a gothic mystery. And everybody knows Tara Strong, who actually played Lena Debris. In her early years in her rising career, she actually played this. I actually love her in this role. She is her ability to have a sweet sounding voice with sinister undertones. Perfect for a twist for a Kim Clark as Bo Devil. A mysterious Clark smooth delivery made Bo ambitious role. Believable, is he a suspect or a hero? Jim Cummins. The master of suspense. How many roles did Jim Cummins actually got in his belt? He actually did this. He did a lot of roles. He actually played Jock and Moonscar. And I actually already say this. Mark Hamill, Cassie Hamill as Skywalker and Joker. Give him some unpredictable. Why the Scooby Gang? Barbera created the Scooby Gang. In the late 60s, since the parents don't like anime violence in the late 60s, since Space Ghost and the Herocloids which I actually do not like. Then we're gonna want a non-violent, funny and family-friendly Hanna-Barbera show that pitch a mystery comedy that with a talking dog. CBS say yes. Honestly, Ruby and Ken Sparrow was working on Hanna-Barbera and bring like a comedy duo that like a teen mystery troupe. The gang of Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby, and Constance be reliable and quirky. What influenced the culture? The assassination of John F. Kennedy. Robert F. Kennedy, 1968. Leading to shift to standards of less violent and more wholesome. Scooby-Doo was born of a climate that actually used. Honestly, Hanna-Barbera dominating. Scooby-Doo was created. Honestly, it was created to a Saturday block that over 50 years. And unlike the slapstick shows, Scooby-Doo also have mystery plot. The kids could follow the clues, suspect a real danger without real danger education, and engagement is safe. The real haunted is New Orleans, the Bayou Swamp, Jock London. It's actually Moonscar Island, Moonscar Mansion, the cemetery, Pepper Garden, and the they actually are rooted in Louis folklore, pirates, plantation, bayous, and voodoo-inspired curses. Isolated Moonscar and make it possible heightened tension. The mansion cemetery embodied the gothic horror staple, giving the film a darker edge. Now them stay away from the peppers, guys. They said, and it's actually getting cold and right on the wall. And they actually scream again, and they actually say somebody right on the wall, and said get out. And the wind they say, who tore up the window? Daphne said, and it said beware. It's a warning. It's not fake. And it's Velma floating, and Scooby got the and somehow it's Morgan Moonscar. I will actually count the then and now, but not yet. And honestly, the ship was the house was created by the ship, the Maelstrom. And the Peppers, Scooby-Doo was chasing the cats. It got hit by a frog, and his nose out like a accordion. And the big boulder again, and Mojo, and they got chased by Mojo, and they got kicked in the dirt, and they tried to get up. It's actually Moonscar. I've actually counted. Moonscar got burned off screen by someone. He was murdered off screen, but I won't reveal his killers until later on. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy run, and Shaggy grab his tail, and they run into Bo, and they actually see a dead guy, and they're scared. It's Shaggy and Simone and Lena, and they actually see a hole, and they actually see nothing. Now, Scooby is acting like he nothing but like bones, and they actually something wrong with Bo. A sun going down, and they actually have to stay night in the mansion. And Shaggy and Scooby dinner senses a tingling, and afraid to have a room. Lena said the harvest moon is perfect to see, and Daphne go in, and Lena run out, and Scooby actually just messing with an owl, and looking so and acting like an owl, and Shaggy near trim, and we see Colonel Jackson T. Pettigrew kill off screen. Appear as a ghost at 39 minutes and 58 seconds. It appeared in the mirror by Shaggy to warn what going to happen. They actually ran into Simone and saw the ghost, and Simone. And it's dust, and she missed her glasses cloth is missing. It just a hair groove. They're hungry, and they're going to eat into the kitchen, and Shaggy. How are they going to Mom's now? Honestly, Bo worked here for months now, and now Scooby got kicked out. Scooby and Shaggy got kicked out to the mystery machine to eat the crab-filled boil with biscuits. Now the cats are after them, and they keep meowing, and they did a hot pepper contest, and the magic of Harvest Moon early. 17 zombie royal up. 5 male pirates, 5 male of Colonel Jackson T. Pettigrew men, and 6 it's actually 8 it's actually 8 pirates. 8 pirates. 6 Jackson men, 6 workers. About 27 zombies all total on screen. And the Harvest Moon actually triggered the curse that activate, and the soul absorption that only life absorbs the force, and they begin to weaken and risk death. I will not mention their names yet. Pirate pepper workers and the past rituals all were off screen. The harvest moon set a deadline. Once it risen, the curse must act quickly to survive. The climactic moment, the game most dangerous. The folklore, the harvest moon, it ties to change. The film uses to signal that island true nature is about to be revealed. They reveal they ran the mystery machine and installed it. They think they did jump. He alive as Bo saw them ran and Fred is eating pie and they heard Shaggy and Scooby scream and I'm a suspect. They actually split up. They still blame him for the ghosts and zombies. They actually call Fred, find crocodile shells and argue. And Daphne Jeffro, the zombie, is Shaggy. It's Shaggy and Scooby, and it's a zombie. They actually think it's fake. No, it ain't. Fred tried to pull it off. It's real. All my years, I never heard. I thought it was real coming out of Fred's mouth. The zombie cried. The wind of the bayou cried. At 14 sellers come back as zombies, die off screen to gators. I'll tell you why later. The villain's backstory. 52 minutes. Honestly, Moonscar actually made the sellers go into the water and got killed. That's why it's actually. They actually ran, but Fred dropped the camera in quicksand. Now it's Sky Cycle's terror time. It's terror time again. And the song run. Shaggy is screaming. Friend branched them out with branch the zombies, and Shaggy is got hugged by a snake bite. And Velma Bose got scared by them. Shaggy saw voodoo dolls of the game, not them. Honestly, we will actually hear from somebody that say, those simpletons, does it deserve voodoo dolls? First say, honestly, Dudley said the proof sank into quicksand. As Scooby-Doo, it's bad. Now they actually ran. It's then Lena screaming. I actually don't trust Lena. I tell you why, yeah, a little bit. They actually turn off the generator. Is out. And Fred followed to the trapdoor. It's actually the storm cellar. Lena is lying about Simone dragging her. The zombies dragging her away. It's a lie. Don't follow her. It's a trap. It's a trap! She follows her footsteps. It's the Harvest Moon. It's too late. They actually knock them out. They're the villains. Okay, you want to know what actually happened? Here's the truth. The zombies, all the zombies were killed, except for the settlers were killed by Lena and Simone. Okay, they actually had to do the ceremony, and they actually transform into cat creatures. And they actually will have a problem with Shaggy and Scooby because they actually go to Jock, and it turned out that in the 1700s, the truth, Moonscar caused their misery. They prayed to the cat god, to destroy and they actually did, and they were cursed with these powers. In order to actually keep these powers, they had to drain the life force out of people. They actually going to kill them to protect, but the zombies are actually protecting them. Jock wants immortality. So Jock going to kill them, but the zombies. Is Jock in trouble? He said, forget about him. They need to be drained now, while the moon is midnight. Now Shaggy and Scooby fall down. They tried. Shaggy said it's not charades. He actually say. And Simone say, I'm tired of this mellow dog. And Scooby say the same thing. Dog? Where? And Simone and Lena turn into their full Werecat form. And they chase them and kid the dolls. And they actually almost got melted at dolls before they actually melted tie them. They almost got them. They to the zombies, they actually caught them. And Shaggy doesn't believe Daphne that the zombies tried to help. Jaka got them. Now it's voodoo doll time. It's chili time. They actually are draining them. Bo does a fire trick, but actually back to normal. Is it almost over? Bo does a fire trick, but it bought them enough time because Velma say, look like you're 9 lives up. Okay, Lena, Simone, and Jock go on the count. Turn to dust, failing to drain them at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 57 seconds. And also, Morgan Moonscar and all the zombies go on the count. Turn to dust at 1 hour and 10 minutes, 11 minutes. The movie ends with Velma telling Bo that she actually had Velma having a heart-to-heart with Bo, and Scooby-Doo picking peppers and run for the boat, and lands and Snake by Scruggs get a catch to, but it got away. And the sandwich, and he's surrounded by cats, the cats with green eyes. And the movie ends with Terror Time. It's Terror Time again by Sky Cycle. Lives lost did Scooby-Doo have? Let's find out and get to the numbers. as Scooby-Doo famous words, Nexus 2! Yee! 639 people lost their lives to 639 people, zombies, and Werecats lost their lives in Scooby-Doo's on Zombie Island. I mean, 622 unknown counted twice were counted because they're settlers or they were counted because they were counted as zombies. And also they were counted twice because the curse is lifted. 6 male pirates. 6 men by Colonel Jackson T. Pettigrew. 3 male Werecats. 2 females. 1 male. And 2 males. With a runtime of 77 minutes, we got lives lost every hour, every 8.1 minutes. But with 4 people unmasked, we got a basket every hour, every 0.06 minutes. With the great acts of execution, I give it to Simone, Lena, and Jack. I mean, it was the climax to end all climaxes, and they were not the background characters at all. They were the main villains. They actually crumbled to dust. Lena, and they have it coming for centuries for killing people, and luring people to their deaths. And that's why the final bosses of Moonscar Island deserve the great acts of execution. The whippy axe go to Pettigrew's men, 5 soldiers. With the whippy axe, honestly, it actually go to the lamest death. Honestly, they actually only appear as zombies. No agency, no impact, and overshadow that the Moonscar Simone, that they're just background. The bonus reward, the great Scooby stack this is the only reward I will ever get to a Scooby franchise. For the best unmasking, go to Mr. B Man, the moat monster. Why he actually win this out of all the freaking monster? Out of everybody? Because, well, he was, he not just scaring people, he was counted millions in the castle. Green Ink that the mistake as mold, and honestly, he was amassed by Chaos Castle. And there are a lot that would actually get the honorable mention, but this is honestly that is, I will actually do This Is America on Monday. So have a Scooby-Doo day. Bye.